So hello and welcome to another episode of Scenes 4. Today I'm out with the C class, and that's because I'm going to be doing a bit of a part 2 of a detailing product review. Now, a few months ago I used a Turtle Wax headlight restorer to clean up these headlights, and also got sealant in there as well to help protect them, and I was quite impressed with the results. Now, I did just do this by hand and I was impressed with the results, but I did feel that maybe I could get something else to help me buff up the headlights and get a better shine on them. The headlights are okay, they've got particularly on the front bit here, but it's just on this top little bit here where I feel like it could be a little bit better. Now there is this sort of haziness. Now I don't know how far this haziness has gone into the headlight itself. I'm hoping I can sort of polish it out today. So I'm going to be doing, on this side, which isn't as bad, the other side's worse, I'm going to be doing but by hand again, seeing if I can get this little bit to be any better. And then on the other side, I'm using a new little product, an adapter for a drill, to see if I can actually make this side better. And we'll have a little bit of a sort of comparison afterwards. So let's start by having a look at the headlights up close. As you can see on the top, it's just got this little bit of haziness, so we'll try and get in there today, and this will be the area that I focus on. Let's have a look at the other one, which is actually worse. It's quite hard to pick on the camera, but you can see along here, I don't know how much this has gone into the plastic, so I'll have a good look at this today. I have got something to help me buff this up, so this will be the side that we use for that today. And it's just also a little bit down the side there. Right, so we're going to do this one using the same method I did last time. I have cleaned this car just, and I've also dried off the headlights as well, so they're nice and clean and dry. Now, let's remind ourselves of the product that we're using. So it's this one. This is the Turtle Wax Headlight 2-in-1 Cleaner and Sealant. So it says restores clarity and seals headlights to protect and prevent future yellowing. So really good last time. Really enjoyed using this product. Got good results. And let's see what we can do today to better it. So all I've got is a very cheap applicator pad. I'm just going to put a few little sort of roughly pea-sized dots, roughly. Some peas are a little bit bigger than others. Just work it into the pad. One more in the middle. Let's see how we get on. Now, I'd also like to point out that I haven't been sponsored by any of the manufacturers of the products today. This is something I've bought with my own money. So I'm just going to get a nice even layer. And now I'm going to start, not so much on the bits that are okay, just a little bit there. I'm going to start working the product in mainly on the top of here, and you can actually hear the difference. If you can, I can hear the difference anyway. I'm picking it up on the microphone. You can always hear this feels rougher, whereas the actual headlight here feels smoother. So now I'm going to wipe this in probably for a couple of minutes. I won't make you watch it all. And then we'll give it a buff up and we'll see how we get on. Right, so I've given this about a buff up for a couple of minutes, and I've also left it on for another couple of minutes. Let's give a buff up and let's see how it looks. Actually, already I can see it's definitely marking this bit. I think there's still a little bit up here, but it's definitely marked improvement just around here. Give it all a bit of a buff up now. So definitely a big improvement. There's still a little bit around here, a little bit of a cloudiness, but definitely down here in this area and a little bit over here as well, that's a lot better than it was before. So I've been onto eBay and I've bought a pack of these. Now I've got about 10 to a pack of these, and they all do different things. This particular one is a sort of buffing and finishing pad, as they describe it. So I'm hoping that will be sort of gentle enough for this. You don't have anything too harsh on this. I'm hoping this is a nice sort of gentle pad according to the description. So we'll give this a go and see how we get on. Now, you get this, you get the backing plate as well, which will just stick on. And get it nice and even. You also get this little adapter as well. So one end just screws into here, which we'll do now. And then the other end puts into your drill. So, drill obviously isn't included, you have to buy the drill. Here's one I already had. Not going to be big enough, no, not quite. I'm sure this is riveting entertainment for you. So all I'm going to do with this one a similar sort of method. Just put a few little pea drops on there. Now I can't really obviously squeeze the pad together like I did with the other one, so what I'm going to do, put a little bit on here. I think then we'll possibly put another couple of little pea drops on here, so a little bit more material. And then we're going to make a start now. I'm going to go over the headlight first of all, just get the material spread, and I'll focus on this top and this side just to work it in. I'm just going to go very lightly. First of all. And now I can start increasing the speed of the drill just a little bit, just to get. Now I've spread all the compound over, I want to start working it into the headlight. And what this will help me do, having this one, is actually take all the strain going out of my arm. And actually using this is going to get a lot better. I'm just going to keep moving. Right, so again, we're going to go and buff this off. Oh yeah, definitely a big improvement. Yes, there's still a tiny bit of cloudiness on there, but actually, overall, it's really improved. Now, just to check that it's not a fluke, I'm going to go back with the drill and do this side. Pop a little bit over. let's finish off with a quick look at these headlights. And what a transformation. Again, all the sort of cloudiness at the top of the headlight, I don't think it's absolutely perfect, but I definitely think it's a marked improvement. So let's have a look at the other side. Again, it's not perfect, but to compare to what it was like before, really good. And you remember all down the side here, gone clear as well. I was really impressed with the way that it got into all these little grooves here as well. And it seemed to polish up the whole headlight, so it seemed to be really good. I was also really impressed with how the tool actually got into all these little grooves here as well and got all the material into every little bit of the headlight. So even if you have shaped headlights, as long as not too excessive the groove, you'll be able to get all the material into the little bits and pieces. So a little bit of a follow-on video today. I already knew this bike was good. However, I really wanted to test it with the new little drill attachment. So that cost me about, well, I think about £15 off eBay. I got a set of about 5 or 6, all different pads, all different things you can do with them. This was the lightest one that I could find. Also things like buffing pads and the different grades of pads. So I've used sort of lightest today. Plenty out there on eBay, plenty of sets that you can buy. £15 to £20 lot of them are, so I'd recommend buying one of those as well. So someone asked me on the previous video about how long do these last, how long does the actual finish on this last, and I would say probably about a year. This is something I probably will do every year. We've had this car about 18 months now, and I did it when we bought the car, and I did this a few months ago, so probably about once a year I did it. I didn't really need to do it today, but I just really wanted to test out the drill attachment on the top of these headlights, and I definitely now once a year, a little bit more maintenance to come out and actually do the headlights and get nice and clear and looking smart again. So not only do you have the advantage of that actually it looks a bit nicer than having yellow headlights, you see quite a bit on older cars the way the plastic goes. You'll also find that you'll get better light coming out the headlights because the lens is clearer. And see, if you live in the UK, we have to go for something called an MOT, which is a yearly check of roadworthiness on every car. And particularly on my Mini that I briefly had, that actually was an advisory on the MOT that the headlights weren't as clear as they could be. I think they worded technically a bit different than that, but now I think for less than £30 you can sort this out yourself. So if you do get an advisory on there, you know your headlights starting a little bit cloudier, for about less than £30 I've got myself a drill attachment. I've also got the Turtle Headlight Restore on there as well. So as ever, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It's goodbye from me, goodbye from the C-Class, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.